Regardless of the music you're making, the kick drum is the heartbeat of your tracks. Choosing a kick that works for your music is crucial, as a bad kick drum can sink any mix. Today I've rounded up a bunch of popular kick drum modules so you can see for yourself which one hits the hardest. Alright, let's check it out. Let's turn our attention to the Dassbrum. This is from Winter Plankton. The main features of this module is that it has a sweet spot button, which I'll just keep on for the duration of this video. It also has these 8 different types of wave folders denoted by the different color buttons. So we're going to get into that. This is a super straightforward module. It basically has 2 main parameters for controlling the pitch envelope decay and amount. And then a fold. You just get going really quickly with this one. So the orange button is going to be our hard clipping wave shaper. There are only 4 main types of wave folding, but that becomes 8 because you have options for putting it before or after the VCA, which changes the sound. This is a surge style wave folder. The blue mode is going to be our custom wave shaper. That's nice. Much less ring out on that one. The purple button is the hard clipping wave shaper plus the surge wave shaper. Super hard kicks on this one. Super usable kicks. The CV can actually be set to control the fold, or it can actually cycle through the wave folder options, which is really cool. I think you have to adjust a jumper on the back to do that. All right, let's talk about the Battering Ram. Another super simple module, but not in a bad way. There's a pitch knob, you have your depth of your transient envelope, you have 2 different types of drives denoted by the green or red button, you got your decay, and you have your click. Let's play around. Unique to this module, also you have a pitch lock and you can actually store some presets, which is nice. Let's take the drive up all the way. Let's go to the other drive. Much harder. There's a high pass button which applies a 30 Hertz high pass filter on your kick. Nice. Super straightforward module, nothing really crazy going on here, but just gives you that nice bread and butter kick. Alright, let's turn our attention to the Bassimilis, which will no doubt be no stranger to many people watching this video. It's a total classic in the Eurorack world. It's just super versatile. You have these three modes: skin, liquid, and metal. The difference between skin and liquid, which is what I'll use in this demo, is that there's a pitch envelope on liquid. That's the only difference. I'll just toggle that. Right, so right away you hear that nice pitch envelope that just gives you that super punchy kick. With noise engineering stuff, you just get into this industrial territory really quickly. So I'll kind of keep it towards more like typical kicks, if you will. Like if I turn the spread knob, it's just really quickly going to get out of kick territory, which is not really what we want. Likewise, if we go into this metal mode, it's just going to create like, you know, a totally different kind of crazy sound. So let's just, for our demos, just stick with the liquid. With the attack knob, if you turn it to the left, you start getting this like noise transient, which I've never found super useful, to be honest, so I just kind of keep it right at noon there for that. There's so many sweet spots with the Bassimilis. I mean, you could just kind of really go off the beaten path here. But I mean, it's just so fun. It's a total classic for a reason. As you might imagine, the Bassimilis loves modulation. And again, if we go into the skin mode, we just really lose that pitch envelope, which I think is so critical for a kick drum. So much better, right? If you kind of want just a regular kind of old kick, you just put all of the knobs essentially to your left, dial in your decay to taste, attack at noon. You got your basic kick. All right, let's get into the SSF Ultra Kick. This is one of the most comprehensive kicks in all of Eurorack as far as parameters for sculpting your sound. Just tons of control. The Ultra Kick has always had this very kind of squishy sound to it, which you're hearing now. SSF stuff is all analog, mandated. Again, that very squishy sound. So as you can see, all of the controls sort of play off of each other. So there's not really like a decay, just a straight up decay control as you might find on these other kick drum modules. But you can see in interacting with all the other controls how one thing sort of affects the other, and in fact there are arrows around the module to show how things are kind of feeding into each other. That's cool. Yeah. Like right now, I want to just turn down the decay, and it's like hard to figure out how to do that, right? I guess the resonate sort of does that, but then all the controls kind of do that, right? Lots of sweet spots with this one. There's a dynamics control here on the bottom as well as a bass drive. It's nice, you can kind of hear that come out with it off. Maybe leave it in the middle for now. Nice. Now we have the Perkons Voice. Obviously this is the drum machine, but the sound engines are identical. For this demo, I'm just going to be focusing on voice 1 and 2. That's basically where we're going to get our kick drum most easily. The way that this works is that there are 3 algorithms and 3 modes, though you might not notice a difference in some of the mode switchings because it's just like the transient is slightly different. You have 2 parameters, multi-mode filter, and a drive. Let's get into it. Okay, let's go into mode 2. You notice when I switch to mode 2 or mode 3, there's a very slight difference, but not really an appreciable one. All right, let's explore algorithm 2. A really grungy kind of bit crushed almost kick. As you can see with the 2 parameters, there's really not too much to control with this. So it's either you kind of like the sound or you don't. For my money, I think it's a pretty unique kick still. It really definitely has this very forward aggressive sound, especially when you have the drive all the way up, as I do. Let's check out algorithm 3. Okay, and here we are on voice 2. Let's check it out. Algorithm 1, mode 1. More of like a sound effect almost, not really necessarily a kick. It's very like lasery. Mode 2. And mode 3. Algorithm 2. Whoa. I've actually since sold this unit. I used to have this, and I remember this algorithm. I really like this one. I always thought it was kind of like creaky wood or something like that. I mean, it's such a cool sound. Like, listen to that decay. It's like really rickety or something, right? Like a rickety ship or something. Let's check out algorithm 3, mode 1. Kind of hard to get a kick out of this to begin with. Yeah, that's not really a kick one. Kind of more of like a sound effect. So that is the Perkons Voice. All right, and then we have the Bohm from Ohm Force. I mean, this thing is really, really feature-packed. It's got a micro SD card, meaning that you can save presets on it. There's actually 9 different models of kicks to choose from. I love this FM one to start with. When you press the function button, you can actually, on the FM, you can change the FM ratio. Each drum model also has a bunch of different types of saturation that you can add. This comes with every model. You can also randomize the whole preset or just the Bohm and the groove. TRS tone here means transient tone. It's funny when you turn the color down, it actually sometimes increases the nastiness. wave folder right now. Let's put it on tube. That's nice. So let's say if I like that, then I can just say snapshot, save, and I have 16 slots where I can save to. You just simply click, you can name your kick, and then press OK, and you're saved, which is great. So I've been naming presets based on the note value that they are, right? So I know that I can pull up an F or a G kick. Let's check out some of the other models. Oh yeah. And for the effects here, we're on hard. Let's go to maybe bass. Oh, and yeah, here you can actually select your different types of wavetables. This is a wavetable type. Let's maybe try the saw. That's a bit irregular. Nice. Let's change the wavetable. Can really make the transient so aggressive. This is square, apparently. Let's change the FX type to hard. Oh yeah. Change the model. Whoa! What did we do there? Oh my god. There's a whole bunch of different algorithms you can choose here. Let's try to get to something a little bit more. Whoa, jeez. Okay, we're back to normal. Man, what was that? All right, so looks like we have two. Let's go with the camel. All right, now we have sort of real kick drum, I suppose. Not a lot seems to be changing with this one. We're back to the hard stuff. Awesome.
hear that decay at the end? It sounds incredible. While there's a little bit of a menu on this module, it's more like Pam's, where it's not super intrusive. Like, you don't really need to use it. As you can see, you still have the main 9 knobs for affecting your sound. Oh, wow. Nasty. Let's check out the next model, the SP6. As well. I'm on the Kizzle layer. Let's check out the Zorn. And let's go to Triangle to make it a bit more kick-like. Sounds like all sweet spots. Sine 1.2. Different types of transients there. I like how you can shape the transient tone with this too. It's nice. You can kind of just dial it just back, you know. Check out the VXT. Bit of a noise transient there again. See what happens with wave folding. Again, we got that kind of squishy sound that we saw in the Ultra Kick. Check out the WT4. Let's see what we have here. More wavetables to pick from. Nice. And again, the transient layers. Dial that back. Nice. Have the XT88. This module, unlike, let's say, the Bassimilus, you can't really get that crazy with it, which is kind of a good thing, right? Because you just kind of want that sort of bread and butter kick. But with the Bassimilus, it's really nice because you can just get nuts. Nevertheless, this gives you so much leverage to just get so many different types of kick sounds out of it. Let's see what we have here. So we have a brightness. Oh yeah, you can hear how it gets darker. And then our layer. Yeah, that's nice. Let's maybe go to hard, or let's go to soft. That's on soft. I mean, that's crazy. Let's go to hard. Oh yeah, well, I mean, yes, that is a lot harder. Switch up our label. So let's switch it from hard maybe to go to bass. Awesome. That's all the models. I mean, it gives you so much to play with. And I love the fact that you can save your presets. All right, we have a little bonus module. This is the Lep Loop Cassa. It's a very non-traditional kick, let's just put it that way. There are 2 trigger inputs, which you can mix here on the top. You have your frequency of the kick, the resonance, and distortion. Let's play around. Super unruly, man. What is this? It's crazy. One good trick to use is to run noise into the second input. So let's try that. Oh, yeah. Crazy. It's just going nuts. Super, super specific sweet spots on this one. Crazy, crazy kick. Definitely for more experimental music, obviously.
All right, that's the comparison. Let me know which kick drum module you like the best in the comments, and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. See you next time.